welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I wanted to come on and do my pregnancy update for weeks 33 through 36. I just turned 36 weeks on Monday, so yesterday. For those of you who are new here, my name is Miranda. I am a wife and a full-time working mom. I have a 3-year-old little girl, and I am currently pregnant with our second baby, a little boy who's supposed to be joining our family sometime around June 1st. So I'm, like I said, currently 36 weeks pregnant. And so today we're going to be talking about what's been going on these past 3 weeks as far as symptoms go. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, so we'll go over that as well, and kind of prepping and getting ready for baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and definitely leave comments down below of other videos you would like to see. And let's jump in and start getting the ball rolling. So I went to my doctor's appointment yesterday. I was so sad because I had gotten so excited because I was hoping that Caleb was going to be able to join me, because my doctor's office has me check in online before my actual appointment. And so they did that on Saturday, and the way they've been doing their check-ins is they have a little screening on there, basically asking if you have any symptoms that go associated with the virus for the pandemic that's happening right now. And so do you have a cough or a fever or a couple of other things. And so I answered all of my questions, and after I got done answering them, it said on there that if it was an in-person visit that I could bring one person with me for the visit. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm so excited, because we were supposed to be doing an ultrasound to find out, measuring his position, or measuring him and seeing how big he was, making sure he's head down, things like that. But they do a 3D version of it too, so you can see their face and just what they look like, and it's so precious. I loved doing it with Eliana. It was so cool getting to see just a little glimpse of what she looked like while she was in my tummy still. And so I wanted him to be able to go, and I was so excited, thinking, oh my gosh, yes, he's gonna get to go. My appointment was first thing in the morning, right when my doctor's office opened at 8:30. And I had been hoping that maybe somebody would be in the office sooner and they would turn on the phone sooner, so that I could call them just to verify and make sure that that was okay. Because I live in Texas, and so Texas has started doing stages of reopening with a lot of things. And so I was hopeful that because of the stages of reopening, that maybe my doctor's office was now allowing at least one person to accompany us for appointments. So I was just calling them to kind of see, but nobody was there. And even right when I got there at 8:30, the lights were still off and everything. So he wound up not being able to go, which was really disappointing, but at the same time, it was kind of okay. Basically, when I went in right at 8:30, they had me go and do the ultrasound first. So I went with the ultrasound tech, and we were in the room. I did get to FaceTime him, so that was cool. He at least got to see it still. And honestly, little man was being so stubborn. He would not move. He's looking great. He's measuring really well. He's head down, so he is in the right position, which I was thankful for. With the way that this kid moves, sometimes I swear I would think that he was sideways, because my belly will bulge out on both sides, and I don't know what he's doing. But for a while, I was thinking he was sideways instead of head down, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen if he doesn't move? So I was really happy to find out he's head down, so he's in the right position. He's measuring right now at 6 pounds 2 ounces is what they're saying, but obviously those measurements can be off. But even him being 6 pounds 2 ounces right now, I'm like, oh my gosh, how big is he gonna be? Because Eliana, my daughter, she was a little baby. When she was born, she was 6 pounds 3 ounces. And I was at 41 weeks and 2 or 3 days, something like that, 41 and a half weeks with her. So I'm very curious to see how big he is going to be. It makes me a little nervous to think, can I push out an 8-pound baby? But I don't really have a choice, so it's going to happen somehow or another. But we got to see that, and then when she went to go and do the 3D part, he had his arm blocking his face and his hand and stuff the whole time, so we couldn't see anything. So it was kind of okay, because it's not like we really got to see anything other than just his cute little, she showed us his foot, and then we got to see his little arm and his hand. Even though we didn't get to see his face, it was so cute just seeing the little parts that we could. He looked so chubby in there already. It's awesome. We are so excited and cannot wait to meet him. We're so obsessed already. And then his heart rate was at 147, so he's looking good as far as he goes. And then after I got done with that, I just walked back over to where my doctor's office was at, and then I had to do my Group B strep test, which I'm hoping, I'm more than likely, I guess I'll hear back next week about what the results were like. And I'm hoping that they come back negative. I really don't want to have to be in the hospital for any longer than necessary, especially with everything going on right now. And I don't want to be hooked up to a machine with the antibiotics. It's kind of out of my hands, so if it happens, it happens. But very hopeful it's negative. I was negative with Eliana, so I'm hoping I'm negative this go round too. And then she checked to see if I was dilated yet or not. I'm not dilated yet, which I was kind of a little disheartened to hear, because I've been having so many contractions lately that I was like, I have got to be at least a 1. I have at least got to be a centimeter dilated, a centimeter and a half, something like that. My husband, Caleb, he was like, you're gonna be at 3 centimeters, watch. I was like, no, I don't think so, not at 36 weeks. But she said that my cervix is thinning out, that was nice and soft, and that it's getting there for labor. I did have my bloody show already. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about what that is, because I know that I have family members and friends who watch this. But I had that happen when I was 34 weeks and like almost 35 weeks, I think. So that happened, which she was happy to hear about. So my body's getting into where it needs to be for labor, and so we shall see. I'm hoping and praying that this little boy is not as stubborn as his sister and does not like hold in there way past his due date, but we'll see. But other than that, everything looked good. I gained a couple of pounds, so I went in this time. The last time I went in, I was at 154.4 or 0.6, I think, and I was at 156.4.6 or something like that, and then I was at 158.8 today. So I only gained a couple of pounds, which I was happy to hear. I was like, how in the world am I gaining 4 pounds in 3 weeks? This is ridiculous. But it's okay. It's all for the baby, and he's doing good. But I think my weight gain is going to start slowing down. I'm less this time than I was with Eliana. I gained quite a bit of weight with my first pregnancy. And with him, I've still gained like more than what they say is healthy, but it's less than what I was with her. And I started off with a higher weight with him than I did with her. So it's been good. I don't feel like my appetite has been as crazy with him as it was with her. Like, I remember when I was at this point with Eliana, I'm normally a person who typically can't finish big meals. Like, if we go out to eat, I typically don't finish what's on my plate because I just can't. And like with her, I could scarf food down left and right. I was so hungry all the time. With him, I just noticed my appetite's not quite as crazy. But I also have been drinking a lot more water with him than I did with Eliana. I've gotten a lot better about water intake, especially during my pregnancy, than when I was with Eliana. And so I think that might be a contributor to it, because I'm getting full off of drinking so much water, is my guess on it all. But yeah, so my appetite hasn't been as crazy, so I think that's a big contributor for the weight gain that's been happening with this pregnancy compared to my first one. But I'm definitely feeling it. Like, my doctor walked in to start, doing everything, and she was like, well, you look really pregnant. And I was like, yeah, I'm feeling very pregnant. It's just at that point, like, belly is big, and I am definitely feeling a lot of things. I'm very ready for this little boy to get into the world. It's much more uncomfortable right now than I was with Eliana. I will say, like, this pregnancy has definitely been harder. It's not anything compared to what I've seen some women go through, so I'm not saying I have the hardest pregnancy in the world, and I'm very blessed. I'm healthy, he's healthy, which is all that matters at the end of the day. I can deal with the uncomfortable stuff. It's just like I'm ready for the finish line to be here already. But I've just had a lot of pain. Like, he has really been pushing down on my cervix lately like crazy, and I will wake up in the mornings sore down there from him. Like, on the days, he has some days where he does it more than others. Like on Sunday he had been pushing on my cervix like, oh, it felt like almost all day long, and I was getting that sharp shooting pain And it was just, that's a little hard to deal with sometimes because it was constant. It wasn't like, oh, it kind of happened every now and again. On Sunday, it was like almost a constant thing. So that was a little hard to get through. So then on Monday when I woke up, oh my gosh, like I was sore. And I know it's from all of the bearing down he was doing, which is good because obviously it means my body is getting ready to go into labor. But like I said, it's kind of hard to deal with when it's like a consistent, constantly happening and not a, all right, it happened here and then it happened here and then it happened here type of thing. So that's been fun, but I'm trying to like reframe my mind into the sense of remember, it's all happening so you can have this baby. So it's okay. It's a good thing. You want this to happen. And then a lot of contractions, like my contractions have definitely picked up. As far as a mix of Braxton Hicks and what I think are like the early labor contractions too. I know I haven't started dilating yet, but I know that the contractions still help with even getting you to the point of like moving your cervix to where it needs to be and it thinning out and all that good stuff. So I know I've been having not just Braxton Hicks, but early labor contractions too, and they've picked up a little bit. Braxton Hicks have definitely picked up like a lot. I've been having a ton of the Braxton Hicks contractions, and my early labor contractions have actually slowed down just a little bit. They're not as crazy as they were. One thing she told me to make sure I was doing was staying active, and so that's my plan and what I definitely want to be doing. So I told Caleb, my husband, I'm like, we're walking every day. He said every single day, walking. I got to do my squats and my lunges. I have a birthing ball, and so I've been on that, doing some of the like exercises that I found on YouTube to help like with moving the baby into the right position, and with helping like get labor going and stuff like that. So I've been getting on my birthing ball every night and doing my stretches, and they really feel good. I found a birth doula here on YouTube named Bridget Taylor. I can link her channel in the video for any of you moms who want to maybe like hear her stories and like her background and just get some tips and advice. She's really awesome and really empowering about the whole birthing experience. I've really enjoyed watching all of her videos, and she has one about exercises that you can do with a birthing ball to help with getting baby into the right position to make you feel more comfortable, and they really do feel good. They definitely like stretch out your legs and everything like that, and I get restless leg syndrome really bad when I'm pregnant. And so I like doing those at night because they help with that, and like they stretch out, you know, my legs, the area down there to make sure that everything's getting ready for little man to come. But they feel really good too. And I go to bed and I'm just like, oh, okay, yes, I'm ready for bed. And no restless legs, which is the best thing ever because it always picks up at night, which is the worst. So I've been doing a lot of those. My headaches have gone away. I haven't had any, and I think it has to do with, again, trying to make sure I'm maintaining my water intake really well. I've definitely noticed on the days where I don't have as good of water intake that headaches definitely can hit me. And so I've really been trying to watch that so I don't have to deal with them. Tiredness is just, I'm tired all the time. I can't get through like when Caleb and I finally get to sit down at the end of the day, have some time together and, you know, like watch a show or something like that. I always wind up falling asleep, and then the next day he's like, did you even watch any of it? Do you know what happened? Like when we're getting on to the next episode, because I'm sitting there going, well, why are they doing that? And why is that going on? And what happened here? And he's like, are you kidding me right now? So I just can't, guys. And like, I can't, sitting on the couch, like I have such bad back pain with this pregnancy. I can't sit, like I have to lay down. It's the only way that I'm comfortable. And then I wind up falling asleep. But I was really hoping, because I get anemic when I'm pregnant. It happened with Eliana. It happened with this pregnancy too. And so I start taking iron, and I was really hoping that with the iron that they have me on, that it would help with the tiredness, but it really hasn't, unfortunately. I'm still really tired, but it's just to be expected. You know, your baby takes a lot out of you, and so all of your everything is basically going to the child that's growing inside of you. But tired for sure, and really those are the big ones. Like nothing crazy has happened, nothing crazy has changed. It's just a lot of being uncomfortable right now, but the good thing is that, you know, the end's in sight. We're almost there. And so you can deal with it. It's short-term. I always say it. I'm like, it's short-term discomfort for long-term goals. And I can deal with that. I can deal with short-term discomfort for a long-term goal. And I'm really trying to keep that in my mind, because this this go around, when I had Eliana, I did get an epidural with her. I really didn't want to. I wanted to try to do the whole thing natural, but it definitely hit, and I just feel like I wasn't as strong mentally and to prepare for it, because I feel like, yes, there's physical pain that comes along with it, but I'm a very firm believer in your mental state having a lot to do with, you know, how you're feeling and how you're impacted in your body and stuff like that. So I think if my mental state had been a little bit stronger with her, I could have done it. And I feel like I am in a better place mentally for this and for him to come into the world, and like for this pregnancy, than I was with her. Not that I was, you know, in such a bad place or anything like that, but I just feel like I've gotten stronger over these past few years, more confident and things like that. And I've been watching and doing a lot of research to get prepared for trying to have a natural labor this go around. So I'm really trying to keep myself in that mindset of, remember, short-term discomfort, long-term goals. Short-term discomfort, long-term goals. Like, you can do this and you can push through. So that's what's been going on, and that's what's been happening. I am so excited for our little guy to join the family. It's like so crazy to think we're gonna have another baby and become a family of 4, and that we're not just gonna have one anymore. It's a little nerve-wracking, but so exciting at the same time. I've got a lot of prep still to do. I'm like looking around my room right now, or mine and Caleb's room, because this is obviously where he's gonna be for a little while, and I'm like, dang, we got what we need for the most part, but like I need to get it organized and, you know, kind of declutter a little bit. So I definitely want to do a video on that, like prepping, getting ready for a newborn and all that good stuff. So that's going to be it for today, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button so that I know you want to see more. Leave comments down below so that I know what kind of videos you want to see, any questions you might have, comments in general, so we can all connect with one another. I've got a few videos planned and upcoming, like a what's in my hospital bag video. I want to do like a prep and get ready for newborn with me, and then other exciting things, of course. So like I said, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.